All right, everybody. Here it is. For some reason, every time I start to record, it starts to be nighttime. But this is the base. So there's a few ways to get in. There's that entrance and this entrance, which both lead to the same place, which is the apartment. You can also get on the roof and go in through the roof, which leads into the farm and the apartment, or this, which is the main entrance. So we're going to go in here. I got a test gen here. This was just recently added. This is our drop box here. Well, my drop box is a solo base. Couple of ways to go. This leads into the apartment. This is the apartment area. Lots of room for all sorts of cool stuff. I've got a little farm built in, little 3-plot. That's how it works. This leads up to the roof. The other side also used to lead up to the roof, but it's substantially more rockets to core if you don't have this entrance, so I removed that one. The roof looks like this. You've got your water catchers. You can add more of these if you need to, which you would have if this server didn't have the test gens. But you've got access to all your turrets through these guys. So that's cool. There's turrets in here. There's turrets in here. There's turret up there. Leading back in. There's a couple of ways to core. If you go through the main entrance and instead of going left into the apartment, you can go this way. Here is all of the cards and a locker kit. Moving down, this leads to core. Got a couple of boxes in here that you can cram in. And then this is core. Core is relatively small. It is a 2x1 design after all, but you can fit a surprising amount of stuff if you utilize the honeycombing for parts of the base. So we've got an additional test gen in here. We've got some regular furnaces. That's how you're going to pull off getting your charcoal. In here, you've got room for quite a bit of stuff. You could fit more if you don't have auto sorting, but it's pretty cramped when you're trying to cram the auto sorting in here. So just something to consider. You can get in here and get all the way to the base or the TC. Moving this way, this is how you get back up to the apartment the other route. You've got a few doors there. This leads into the apartment. And so right here used to be an entrance. You can still have it as an entrance if you're just going for the more roleplay route. But here at the end of the wipe, I decided to upgrade everything to make it extremely expensive to boom. So I've lived out of this for about a week or so now. And yeah, it's been my absolute favorite 2x1 design for a solo build. The only thing I didn't show you is these entrances. So if you go through this door, you've got two different ways down. You've got that way and this way. This one, I crammed a mixing table in. And then this one up here, I crammed the repair bench. So obviously you could use these things for different things, but that is the entire base.